This is Fighttips! What's up, everybody? Shane here, back with Vince the Anomaly.
What's up, guys?
We're in the Fighttips Dojo 2.0. It's more like 1.1 because you still got a lot of work to do, but it's coming along. Today we're talking about what part of the foot should you strike with when throwing the Muay Thai Teep, the push kick. Should it be the ball of the foot? Should it be flat-footed? Should you hit with the heel? This is a question I got the other day, so we're going to cover all of the different options and talk about what's best functionality-wise. Let's take a look. So there's different functions and there's different targets when throwing the teeps. We're going to go over a drill a little bit later, but first let's talk about when to throw flat-footed, when to throw with the ball of the foot when throwing the teep. So I'm going against Vince. The most common teep that you'll see is the lead front push kick to like the navel, the solar plexus, trying to push them back, and oftentimes you'll see the ball of the foot land. The reason why I like throwing this, and most fighters do this with this snappy kick and hit with the ball of the foot, is because all of that energy is concentrated into one area. As opposed to a flat foot, it's going to be more dispersed, and that's good for pushing someone back. You think about kicking down a door, right? I'm not going to walk up to a door and go, I'm gonna go really try to push him back. So flat foot is good for creating distance, knocking him off balance, pushing him back. If I want to sort of stop him in his tracks, he's coming in towards me, and I just want to hit him with a foot jab, it's a good way to just stop him, and it's painful. It hurts. I can tear an abdomen muscle if I hit it right, if I lock out my leg correctly and place it right. But then there's different targets. I can not only just hit the torso, I can also hit the hip. Now, hitting the hip bone is going to be hard for me to hit with the ball of my foot. I'm probably going to roll off. This is where I like hitting with the arch of my foot to stop Vince and to break his rhythm. So I'm going to lift it up, and I'm literally just going to place the whole arch of my foot on his hip here and get that motion right there where I'm sort of breaking his rhythm. Then from there I can follow up with other stuff. Can also stomp right above the knee too. This is one that my friend Nick used to hit me with all the time. He would go the rear teep, and then he would go bang and just stomp right on top of the knee. That one sucks. But you can see how I'm turning my foot out. Some people call this an oblique kick, but I am hitting with either the heel or the arch of the foot or even the blade edge of the foot by curling my foot inwards. I can also hit the chest, the shoulder, the neck. This is another one where I like hitting flat foot, more surface area. People are going to be sweaty in a fight, no shirt on, so your leg's going to slide off. So instead of trying to concentrate it into the ball of my foot, I can go boom and really place the whole foot, making sure that it sticks, that it lands, and it does the job of knocking Vince off balance or pushing him back. So that's the difference of hitting with the ball of the foot, really trying to snap, do damage, or stop them in their tracks. But if I'm trying to create distance, push them back, knock them on their butt, then it's going to be boom, that Spartan kick, kicking down the door. A good drill that you can do to practice these kicks is just stand with a partner, and if you're doing it for the first time, you can put your hand on a wall for balance. Once you get a little better, you can just do it in open space. And we're going to go 1 for 1, where I throw a teep, Vince throws a teep, we go back and forth, and we just work on different placements. So Vince, I'll go first, go here, boom, bang, bang. Working my feints, we're doing our marching steps, yep, fake and go. I'm working different placements, so I'm hitting the chest, the shoulder, Vince is hitting the leg or the hip, and he's working different points of contact. He's either hitting with the ball of the foot, or he's hitting with the arch, or he's hitting with the heel, going back and forth with this drill. So that's a great one that you can do. And what you want to practice on the receiving end is either bracing for these shots. So let's say Vince hits me in the stomach and I really just want to get a little ab conditioning in, then I'm going to brace for that. And I also want you to work on riding the wave. So Vince throws that same kick, but I sit my hips back and take the steam off of the shot, so I'm not taking the brunt of the damage or not getting pushed back. I'm still in the fight as well. Okay, so you're going to practice both of those. So that's the explanation on whether or not you're hitting with the ball of the foot, flat foot, arch, heel, toes. I know, Vince, you were saying that a couple people you know would, in sparring, hit you with the toes.
Yeah, absolutely. I see Lyoto Machida do it all the time, and Pedro Munoz used to do this. One still does it in the UFC, where he's keeping the toes kind of straight, and he's really using it as like a knife to dig into that liver shot, dig in underneath the ribs. Obviously, it's a little bit more dangerous if you're hitting an elbow or something like that. It's more dangerous to your toes, getting those wrecked up that way.
Yeah.
So I do like to kind of curl my toes back just because of that protection. But if you're one of those guys with, I guess, savage toes, you can really just dig into the body that way.
Sharpen Tony, sharpen the big toenail, stab him. Shank them with the big toe. No, but that is something to consider. Like I think it is a savate kick traditionally, and you probably can condition the toes like you can anything else. But also, yeah, if you hit an elbow, you hit a knee with your toes, you risk breaking them. Then that takes away your mobility in the fight. So for me, and like Vince said, curling the toes back in Taekwondo was like we had to do that in order to pass our test. When I do it in sparring, and if I do hit someone's knee or elbow, and my toes are back, I'm fine. I'm able to, still follow through with that kick and hit with the ball of the foot, and I'm safe and protected. So a couple things to consider. Practice all of them. All right, there you have it. Different points of contact when throwing the teep, whether it's the ball of the foot, flat foot, heel. It comes down to functionality. It comes down to where you're targeting your foot. Now remember, the teep is different than the snap kick that you see in Taekwondo or karate, but also know that you can hit with the ball of the foot to the chin, right? We've seen plenty of knockouts. Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida knocking people out. It's like an uppercut comes underneath through the guard, striking with the ball of the foot. Concentrate all of the energy into that spot. That's how you're really going to get the most damage. And if you're trying to push someone away, you want more surface area, you want more forward pressure, then it's going to be flat-footed. So keep that in mind, and it really depends on where you're striking. If you're liking these types of videos and you want more of a systematic programming, then take a look at our website, Fighttips.com. We have exclusive courses on there, we have articles on there, we have a whole community of fighters and athletes and coaches from around the world. If it's something that you feel you'll be a part of that, check it out. We've got 2 weeks absolutely free, so click the link in the description below, give it a try, no risk at all. If you don't like it within those 14 days, you can cancel and you won't get charged a penny. All right, until next time, I'm Shane.
Here's the anomaly.
Fight tips for the underdogs.